Yo everyone, what's going on? Couriway here, and welcome back to another analysis of a new top 5 speedrun time. This is a 8:10 4th place time from Meebie, who is an absolutely awesome runner. Insane mechanics, as we'll get into in this run, and almost even better than the run itself. We have to talk about this thumbnail really quick. This is what I want to see. If I see leaderboard runs on like the top 10, top 5, I want to see thumbnails that showcase this phenomenal gameplay. This is just exactly what you want to see on a thumbnail. It's absolutely beautiful. My personal favorite is the fancy feast in the top left. This cat with the bunny ears, though, definitely a close second. Now, here we go in the run here. This is an absolutely insane run. Again, go check out Meebie. Link will be in the description below for the run and his channel. Really awesome stuff, and I believe they haven't even been running for that long. I think I read somewhere on Twitter, I think, that they said like they've only been speedrunning the game for like 10 months, which is crazy to get a time like this. And I think they played phenomenally, as we'll get into in this run, so let's get into it. This is a wall. I'm sure you're all familiar with the wall at this point, but this is a cool wall that saves your instances on the bottom. There's a couple different walls that do that at this point. And I talked to Meebie after this run to ask if I could, react to it and analyze it for a video. And I asked if he had anything else he wanted to mention. And one of the things he mentioned is this was actually the first buried treasure run of the day, of the session, which is crazy. So you can see, finds the buried treasure 9-9. Very simple because of how exposed the gravel is. It's very obvious when it's just peeking out like that. And then we're going to craft up an iron pressure plate for this TNT that they get, which is awesome. And they get 6 salmon, which is the better food comparatively to cod in a buried treasure. They also do something cool where they place a gravel and then break it and then place it again. So you're getting like double the gravel drops while you're overlapping that with the TNT exploding. And it pays off for them because they're able to get a piece of flint for their flint and steel. Now, this is something called tab crafting, which is a better way to be crafting. It has potential to be significantly faster than just regular crafting. Meebie said that they're getting used to tab crafting, which you can kind of tell. It's not the cleanest crafting in the world, but I hope you can see the potential that's there. A runner that does this really well is Silver. Silver's a phenomenal runner. I believe I know Silver's top 10. I don't know what place Silver is on the leaderboard now after this run, but Silver is a really phenomenal tab crafter, and Meebie learning it as well here, which will pay off dividends later on for them as they keep speedrunning. Now, this portal is awesome. Now, I'm going to slow this down because this portal is crazy. It's unfortunate they ghost bucketed there because otherwise this would have been such a clean portal. And also, I don't know how this magma ravine is real. I mean, they don't have a choice. That's why they're going for it. But I would think this is so fake. So, again, look at this. We're going to slow this down here. We're going to do it in 0.5. So they're going to do this. They're going to place a door after they take the magma or the lava there. And that's going to allow all of this lava here to not get destroyed by this water. Because since it's only 1 deep, he needs to be able to get this stone and break it and replace it with lava to turn it into obsidian. So to keep all this lava good that he can grab from, he places the door here. So now he's going to grab 1 more piece of lava to get that. And then he's going to grab this piece of lava. I have no idea how that one ghost bucketed. That makes no sense. But it's okay. They realize the ghost bucket. Fine. Redo it. Grab 1 more piece. Break the door. Boom. Fixed portal. Amazing stuff there. That is a really clean thing. And when I say Meebie has crazy mechanics, that's what I mean. That is a phenomenal portal craft. So here we go. Now we're in the Nether. This is where obviously make or break for every single run ever. And we have a bastion that I don't believe we can see on the screen. Maybe we can. I'm not quite sure. They're looking down right now. We do see the bastion. You can tell probably about this point, especially for Meebie when they were running this and not with the worst stream quality. They could definitely tell it was housing from farther away. This is a housing bastion. So instead of doing top down, they're going to go for a manhunt here, which I think makes sense. It's just kind of cleaner. I feel like they think about going to the left here, but decide to do manhunt, which again, I think is the better play. Then throw 1 gold ingot, distract the pigs. That's fine. We're going to break the chest, which is awesome. And then he's going to punch the piglin that he's trading gold with. And this does 2 things, which I think is really interesting that I want to point out. So first off, when you break a chest, if a piglin's trading, they're not going to get mad at you. They're going to be distracted by the trading. But if you punch a piglin that's trading, they're going to stop trading, and now that piglin's mad at you. So he's basically trading that 1 gold ingot trade for all the trades he's going to get at the bottom of this bastion, which is totally fine and valid. It's also slightly closer to this part of the bastion, so any piglins that he wouldn't have aggroed in any of the rampart or housing parts closer to the rampart are now going to be aggravated because of punching that piglin, which is really, really clean. And you'll see he ends up getting a bunch of pigs here, which is awesome. Very clean housing route, very standard. Everything here is pretty normal. But now the next thing we have to find is the fortress. We didn't see the fortress on any of the spawning or any of the spawn-in. And they're going to set up their pie chart. We're turning up our render. Take a screenshot for good measure. We're turning up our render all the way up to 26. And then they do something that's really cool that I want to showcase. It's probably very hard to see, especially with the F3 menu in the way. But they're actually on the pie chart for the mob spawner specifically. So normally when you see people pie chart, they're doing it on the menu that shows... I'll just go back like one thing. You'll see it. Normally, they're doing it on this menu, which has unspecified, a chest, and then the spawner, which will be blue. And that's in the block entities tab. So you can see, once he sees that he has a mob spawner, you can press the number 3 here. And that's going to put you on the mob spawner pie for block entities. And the reason that he does this is because it's just kind of easier than seeing the blue. So now when he presses pie, not only is there nothing there because he lowered his render, he knows it's 20 chunks away. And that's where he has to end up going. Like, now he just has to find the direction. But it's basically going to be the same thing as a normal block entities pie chart trying to find the fortress. Just very much easier to see the spike kind of instantly, which you'll see when they get out of the bastion here. So now we're just looking for stuff, We have pearls, we have string, we have fire res. We only have 5 obby, though. That's kind of a problem. Normally in a speedrun, we want to have 20. Cleared our inventory a little bit of time lost there, but nothing major. And then we're going to get 10 obby exactly. And Meebie is going to decide. You can see, ready, watch the pie, boom, spikes. It's really, again, this is really fast, so I'm trying to talk over like a bajillion things at once. But focusing on the pie chart here first. Mob spawner, you can see, not loaded in, not loaded in. Go this way, not loaded in. So what do? They turn up their render by 1, and that's going to now angle it for the other 2 directions that Meebie can go. Gonna cross this plane again, and then boom, it loads in. So now Meebie knows that it's 21 chunks this way, which is really, really far. And Meebie is actually going to leave the bastion on 10 obsidian, which is very rare for top level runs these days. Normally people leave on 20, but I understand this play because the pace is obviously very good. If you get a good blind, it's world record pace, and you have to climb all the way up to the top of the bastion when you still need 10 plus obsidian when you've already checked 2 chests. And you could tell from when they enter the bastion, if we go all the way back here, you can see that this top part has no chest. So Meebie is banking on 10 obsidian from the top here. And if he doesn't get 10 more obsidian from the triple chest up here, it's just not worth it, obviously, because there's no difference between 10 obsidian and 19 obsidian. You still need to make 2 portals regardless. You need at least 20. So Meebie's banking on, I don't want that time loss. I'm just going to play for the blind. And here we go. Back into it on like what we just saw. So pearls in lava. Unfortunate, missed the pearl. Pearls again in lava to get closer. Doesn't really need to check where they're going because, again, we know it's 21 chunks away, which is really far. So no reason to build up yet. But after the second one, we're going to build up to see if we see it. We do. Awesome. Pearl up here, get some terrain, and it looks like it's going to be a soul sand valley for it, which is awesome. And we're going to pearl right up there. It takes a little bit of time to line it up, but better to be safe than sorry. And then we're going to mine through this top part and see some blazes. So we're going to kill this blaze. This is actually really hard to do. Like, just doing the double crit when the ceiling is too high is not easy. So that was pretty cool. Kill this other blaze. Unfortunately, 0 for 2, but, yo, it's Soul Sand Valley. You never know what you can get. Our render's already low. And then this blaze, as my light goes off, that's phenomenal. Hold on. This blaze right here is the run killer of all time. I have never seen a blaze troll so hard in my entire life. Like, what is happening? And you can see, kind of now, gets shot by a skeleton. Skeleton falls off, kills blaze. How many wither skeletons? How many wither skeletons? Gets hit by another skeleton, hit by a wither. Tower up, tower up, tower up. Eat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 withers knocked off. Make this 14. But wait, hold on. Let me build up again. 14, 15, 16, 17 withers knocked off the side. Because that is the normal Minecraft experience when you're speedrunning. Just absolutely insanity right there. And then make some really great plays. You can see they made that T-shape. That stops wither skeletons from being able to get them if there's any more. They crafted another gold axe because I don't believe they have iron to craft a Iron axe, so they're just set up for the gold axe craft. They leave one blaze tray that's a bit farther away because there's no reason to go for it because you don't have enough rods to justify it yet. So you'd rather stand closer to the spawner than worry about where that blaze is that you're shooting at. You have fire res, it's not like it's going to do any damage to you. So in the meantime, just set this up. We're not going to blaze bed because we only have 4 bed, 1 anchor. So I'm sure nerves are running high. We have 4 blaze rods, no more axes. So now it's like, okay, now is the time to go for this blaze. And we're going to kill it with a pickaxe while there's a skeleton shooting and like 10 more withers. We get the blaze rod, and now we have 5 blaze rods. Meebie leaving sub 6, but only 5 blaze rods, and has to hit a good blind. So not only do you need a good blind here, but you need to get a 2-eye, potentially a 3-eye if this 1-eye throw breaks. Line it up, use the calc, set it up. Boom, where's it going to be? Lines it. And then you can see on the calc, 365 blocks away, 62% chance. And we're playing for that, obviously, because we don't have 20 obsidian. So huge payout on going for the blind. Gets a dolphin instantly. Free ocean terrain. And now the only thing that this run is relying on, basically, is it going to be a 2-eye? You didn't have the 1-eye break. That's phenomenal. You still have food. If you're absolutely crazy, you could go for a 5-bed 0 cycle on sub 8 pace, which is insanity. That could be a play that Meebie goes for. Meebie sees the stronghold here. This is, I believe, the 365 offset. Yeah, this is the... You could see, actually, I don't know when it happened, but you could tell that the Ninja Brain bot changed from 365 to 187. That means you just copied your location again, and it tells you how much closer you've gotten to the stronghold. And instead of just entering the first part of the stronghold that they saw, Meebie goes around, looks for the portal room, and it always pays off. If there's one thing as a beginner runner you take from this, it's always, if you see an ocean exposed stronghold, circle around it, really check for the portal room. It'll save you a ton of time. Meebie decides to enter the end as fast as possible, doesn't end up setting up a 0, which again, I don't blame them for. There's no way in hell that I'm hitting a back 0 cycle with 5 explosives, 4 bed, 1 anchor on potential sub 8 pace if you hit it. That is not happening for me. Insane that anyone would potentially go for that. There's probably only like 3 or 4 runners max that would ever even think about going for that. But guess what? It doesn't even matter because Meebie's just going to tower up for like 1 second and then the dragon is going to turn in. So all Meebie needs to do now is hit this final 1 cycle for a top 5 speedrun time. And listen, you know why we're here. You know what happens. 2, 3, 4, and the anchor. Horrible misplay, not going for the aggressive +1. I'm kidding. You could probably have hit it, which would have been funny. Get the sub 810. But it's totally fine. 809, 810 on the retime. This run is insane. I can't say it enough. This fortress split is arguably the most insane thing I have ever seen in a speedrun. Between almost getting shot off and then this blaze just trolling and then just the entire army of wither skeletons shot, withered. Like, I've never seen anything like that. The fact that they were able to handle all of this and still be able to get a top 5 speedrun time is absolutely insane. Go check out Meebie. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this analysis, make sure to subscribe. Let me know if there's any other cool runs that come about that you'd like me to look at or react to or analyze for you guys. I really hope this is helpful for you in your speedruns. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you all again soon. Peace out, everyone.